Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Stan.
And I'm Jake.
And let's hope that this week we can finally get a green arrow.
That would be ideal.
Let's hope that this week's a better one than the last one because it's been a bit of a shocker so far.
Yeah, but it's about to turn around, Stan. I've got faith. Definitely for you.
Well, maybe. In this video, we're going to quickly go over our ones to watch from last week and see who did the better between the two of us. And we're also going to have a look at our Game Week 6 team selection.
Yes.
And possible transfers, as I'm very indecisive right now.
Definite for me. I'm being definitive. I use that word a lot at the moment because I'm being a lot more decisive. And I'm just going with it, whereas I'm watching you.
I'm dithering.
You're tormenting yourself.
I'm tormenting myself.
Honestly.
I think I'm meant to make myself feel ill with it.
I'm getting hourly messages. Do I do this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
I am really indecisive. I mean, I have a long-winded plan that would need a lot of things to go right.
See,
and a lot of prices to stay the same, but it would mean I wouldn't have to wildcard to like Game Week 20. That's how far I planned ahead.
This is why you're better than me, though. You look far in advance, and that's the way to do it. Is I'm thinking, I just want to get through this week. I want to get through this week.
But it is causing a lot of dilemmas, and we'll go into it later in the video. But first, let's do the ones to watch from last week. So I ended up with 15 points.
You did.
Edouard goal. Morgan Gibbs-White did absolutely nothing, and Digne assists. So I was quite happy with that. And what did you get?
I got 6 points, but it was relatively unlucky. Obviously, Watkins assist again, as always.
That's okay.
Bruno, useless and regular yellow card, so 1 point. And then the bit I got on Anthony Robinson.
He didn't play.
He didn't
to be
play.
fair, the man that you did, can I say, the man that you did say...
Please do say that, Stan.
Was Castagna.
He got 8, which would have mean I got 14. So I still would have lost, but it would have been more respectable. But this is why you go with your gut. You don't play it safe because it's boring and it backfires.
But we have done 2 weeks now and it is 2-0. We're not going to do this week because we ran out of a bit of time, but we are going to cover a lot of the players in the rest of the video.
Yeah.
So I think we just get straight into the Game Week 6. Let's forget about Game Week 5. I'm sick of it. I'm second guessing myself.
I can't wait for my points to go from the top of my screen.
Yeah, I know I am as well. Under average. 39. I'm ready for it to go. What are you thinking for this week? I know you said you weren't happy with your defence.
Exactly.
Are you rectifying it? All defence?
All defence. All defence, I think. My plan is, like I said the other day, I'm going to take Henry out, obviously forced because of injury, out for the season, done, which is grim to be fair because he looked good. And I was a bit 50-50 whether to take out one of my Arsenal or Chilwell. I'm taking out one of my Arsenal because over the next 4 weeks they've got Bournemouth next week. Other than that, they're not good. I can't play them. So what I'm going to do is I'm bringing in Reguilon. Like I said, I'm excited about it. If we're doing ones to watch, he'd be it. I'm excited about it. Burnley away.
It could be amazing. He did look. If you watch Champions League, he did look quite lively and like
they are conceding goals,
but they are conceding.
Yeah.
Will they concede against Burnley without?
Well, they've not got the main man. This is the thing. They've not got the striker. Foster.
Yeah.
So I like that. I'm excited about that one, and I'm getting Botman in long term over Saliba. I'm keeping Ben White instead of Saliba because I think he can be a bit of a differential in the way of maybe bonus points. Now he's back on the right.
Yeah.
So
Botman in. You didn't fancy Trippier?
No. I don't think I have enough. Or if I do, it's cutting. I want money in the bank. So
that's 2 transfers, both free.
Both free, and I'm going for the definition of insanity. Everything else up front: Jackson, Watkins, Haaland. I'm doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Can I just call it right now because I'm still so unsure when we do? I do feel like Jackson's going to score this week.
We've said this every week for the last few weeks, but it's going to happen. I'm with you.
It's just Aston Villa have conceded 9 away goals.
It's going to happen, and we've seen he gets involved. He's got a large.
He's got the second highest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And who's number 1?
Haaland.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Haaland's number 1.
Oh, I thought.
Who do you think it was?
Enzo Fernandez.
It's never going to be Enzo Fernandez. No, but this is the point. I mean, I imagine a lot of people watching this would be going between Alvarez and Haaland, and everyone wants Alvarez. Now, Alvarez only has 3 expected goal involvement, and yet he's got 7 returns.
Can I dare say that, especially this season, Alvarez is much more clinical than Haaland.
Oh my God.
He takes every chance.
Haaland... I've seen 10 big chances, he's only scored 1.
Mate, what's going on? I thought it was just a one-off game. It's happened 3 times
Everyone was so
now.
lucky last week whoever did captain.
They
But on the Jackson front, I admire you staying with him. I really do hope it pays off for you because as a fellow person that picked him at the start, I want it to pay off. But at the same time, if I end up taking him out, which is a strong possibility at this point, I'm going to hope that he doesn't score because I might cry. It might finish me off. I might delete the app. We might not ever do a video again. So is that it? Two confirmed transfers. I like it.
2 confirmed transfers.
What is the team actually going to be then? You're obviously bringing in your 2 defenders to start.
Yes. It's going to be 3-4-3. It's going to be a Pickford in net. So I'm not necessarily expecting a clean sheet. I've got no choice. It's him or Turner against City. So it's got to be him. Yeah. Hopefully I'll take some bonus points for saves and then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Don't mind. Botman, Reguilon, and I think Ben White. I am tempted by Chilwell, but I think Ben White.
I'd be going Chilwell over Ben White.
Oh, you're probably right. It's just if Chilwell does something and he's on my bench, I'm going to hate myself. And I do think he's going to start. But
I think Spurs might score.
I think they should score. So I'm going Chilwell at the back. And then the form again is tough, and you're not going to like this. It's probably going to backfire. But right now I'm thinking Rashford, love it. And Mbeumo, love it. Saka against Spurs, I fancy him to do something.
All sounding good.
And I think I'm going to go Enzo Fernandez over Diaby.
Oh my God, 3 Chelsea.
3 Chelsea. It's an infuriating watch every time, but it's going to happen.
Right, if anyone's watching this, put Diaby in. The man can play football, and Chelsea can't at the moment. We might regret this in a week's time, but play Diaby. I'm playing Diaby.
Enzo Fernandez.
And who's your 3 up front? The definition of insanity up front.
Jackson, Watkins, Haaland.
I like it.
Done.
I don't really.
But let's go on to your team then.
This is going to be
could
very convoluted. And I hope people get at least some ideas of possible scenarios you could do, because I've thought of every combination that could go into my team.
You really have.
I have 1 million screenshots on my phone right now. So, as you can see on the screen, it didn't go well last week, 39 points. So something has to change. I even consider -8. I've gone away from that idea.
Okay.
But Salah's lurking in the background. But to get Salah, I have to do a -4, and it means Edouard up front. Now, I don't hate the idea of Edouard up front. I like Edouard. Fulham, he has 3 expected goals. He's got the second most shots on target. He looks really, really good. But I do think it can wait, and I have planned out this whole thing. I am strongly leaning towards right now, Mbeumo in for Foden.
Yeah.
And Alvarez in for Jackson. Okay?
Lovely.
Now, my only fear with that is obviously the FOMO of Jackson. And also, if Alvarez ends up getting dropped, I don't think he's going to.
No.
And as we're recording this on a Wednesday night, I do think Alvarez is going to go up tonight. So I need to either make my decision or just wait and then just accept the 0.1.
Pep has come out and said that Alvarez is...
But we heard that last season and he dropped Ake immediately. He said he was undroppable.
You're still hearing from that.
Yeah, so let's just be calm with the Pep. Pep is a liar. Okay. Pep is a huge liar. So take what he said with a pinch of salt. Now, I am also strongly debating doing a -4 for Botman. I don't love it because it's a low ceiling defender. So it's a centre back. It's not like Trippier, who's more like to get assists and stuff. Yeah. I'm pretty much hoping he gets a clean sheet and +2. But
he gets bonus points.
He does get bonus points. So I am strongly considering -4, good long term run.
Yeah.
Now, this is where it gets a bit convoluted. Eze is also crept into my thinking because, like Edouard, they've got Fulham, the highest, one of the worst for expected goals conceded. Yeah. He's strongly underperforming like Jackson is, and I'm just thinking he's on penalties. He's supplying Edouard. Yeah. He might come in, and I'll save another 0.6. But I've been saying getting Mbeumo for a week and dancing around it and not doing it. Now, this is where obviously I have planned out. If I do the Mbeumo and Alvarez one, my team, I can essentially by game week 9, without a wild card, and by taking 1 -4, have Salah and Son in my team.
And that's when their fixtures get good as well.
Yeah, game week 8 is when Son's fixtures get good. So for the long term, I'm already thinking that's the one to pick. Now, I know I keep saying now because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Højlund is creeping into my mind.
He's just scored, yeah.
And he scored against Bayern. He does look active. They've got Burnley. I know they've got a few of the games after that which aren't that bad, but I am thinking Højlund and maybe just Botman in and leave Sterling in there and leave Foden for another week and just pray that Foden gets it. And now this is why we didn't do the ones to watch, because I'm pretty much naming every ones to watch player.
You're naming every player.
The other person that I am really, really considering is Doku. I don't know but is it sideways going Foden to Doku? I know I save a mil.
I personally the last game and a half that Doku's played, he's looked more involved, more threatening than Foden. I prefer the Doku shout to the Bowden one, which probably means nothing to you.
But can I just say as well, if people aren't grasping why I'm having to do like Alvarez and Foden, right, it's because I've got Edison in net, and that's why I've snookered myself. I've already got the 3 City, but Doku looks lively, looks electric. Yeah. Foden just doesn't seem to be getting. I know he got assisted midweek, but he doesn't seem to really get involved. Yeah. Alvarez is really outperforming, but he might just be one of those players that outperforms his expected data.
He's just right place, right time.
He's just always there. So it might be following the pack a little bit, and maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Is Mbeumo in and finally just seal the whole of Mbeumo and Alvarez, and then it gives me this really nice transfers that I can do, and then a -4 for Botman.
I think your long-term thinking is very impressive. I respect it. That's why you're better than me. I am very much week to week. I'm trying to survive. You're like, listen, you can put off a wild card to like week 19.
I feel like I can.
Which is crazy. Your issue is
do you know what it is? I almost feel like I've almost gone too safe. Like every week I'm going to roll because the fixture's so good.
Go with your gut.
My gut is in Mbeumo and Alvarez.
Do it.
But I am thinking, do I just go with Højlund and Eze? Eze is underperforming so much, and Fulham are there. Like
he could pop up with like 2 goals and assists, 2 assists, 1 goal.
But Mbeumo against Everton. I know. So right now, so we don't go on forever because I've literally been going on forever with this.
Circles.
I think my team's gonna look like Edison in net for another 2 weeks at least because I can't get rid of him before.
Nottingham Forest at home, surely.
Edison. Just please, you've just failed me every time. Please.
It's not his fault, Stan.
It is. He just keeps trying to do Cruyff turns in the Champions League. I don't like it.
Never in doubt.
Back 3. Estupiñán against Bournemouth.
Beautiful.
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's looking like Botman instead of Chilwell.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put in Kabore against Wolves.
I have so much respect for that. That's more like it. That's good.
Luton player against Wolves.
Said it.
Adogi and Saliba. Watch the North London derby be a 0-0 now, and I will cry. But if I do change my mind last minute, it will be Adogi that goes on just because of the attack. Just because the attack.
Stick with it, Stan. I like it.
But at the moment, I'm 90% sure I'll be going Kabore.
Love it.
It's going to be middle 5.
Okay,
so we've got Saka in. I do strongly think he scored midweek again. I think with Jesus back, he's going to be a lot better. And I think that he will. He always seems to pop up a goal in North London.
Unless Trossard does everything.
Oh, yeah, there is that. Sterling in, still there. So still with the Chelsea. He still looks lively. Diaby.
Yeah, fair.
Well, I do think Diaby's going to actually do it.
Okay.
And then, what do you mean, okay?
I don't think he is, but okay.
Maddison, he'll be involved with the Arsenal game, but you can't really drop him, and their fixtures get so good, so I'm happy with Maddison. Then my 5th midfielder, I'm going to finally plug the hole of Mbeumo. Nice. I do think I will be going with him. I'm very unlikely to change. And then up front, Haaland, captain, obviously, and Alvarez. And then on my bench, João Pedro's on my bench, and then the 2 defenders that I mentioned. But João Pedro against Bournemouth. Now, it could change because if I see on Thursday night that Brighton have played and João Pedro is not featured,
he's going to play against Bournemouth. 100%.
That could change my thinking, and I could, maybe try and grab a few extra points there with him. But that's where I'm heading right now. I'm hoping it pays off.
I cannot wait for this week. I cannot wait to watch all the games with you, to see your reactions. I have no doubt that someone you've mentioned that you're not getting in is going to get some points, and you're going to be like, I should have just done this. I know. It is going to be. And I'm looking forward to next week.
I hope everyone can see the turmoil that I'm going through right now.
It's immense.
Fantasy football is really playing with my head right now. It's been a bad start.
It is.
I just can't seem to pick a decision, but that's why I'm going with the Kabore one. I
like that.
I can already see the 6 points there and maybe an assist. 9 points for Kabore. Be beautiful this weekend.
Let's calm ourselves a little bit.
It'll be beautiful. I'm going with 12. He's going to get 3 bonus points as well.
If that happens, oh my god.
But yeah, can I just say before we finish the video?
Yes.
If I was you, I would forget Reguilón and I'd go for a double Newcastle defender because...
You've lost me. No, not a chance.
Well, because you're already back in Botman and they've got a better defence than United.
But regular, it's exciting, Stan. It's fun. He's going to get attacking returns. He's going to get bonus points. He's going to have a field day against Burnley.
None of that is guaranteed. You could easily go with Botman and Ashar. They've got a great run up until game week 15. And I will just throw this out right now. If I was wildcarding this week, I would have triple Newcastle. Defence.
Are you mad?
Mate, they've got the best run defensively up until like game week 21.
You look so far in advance. But hold on, you can't have, you're not telling me there's 15 weeks without where you'd be happy having 3.
Other than the Arsenal one in 11. Listen, I have gone very far in depth.
Clearly.
And I will be bringing in a double Newcastle defence.
Imagine how depressed you'd be if someone scored against Newcastle.
Imagine
your defence done.
The elation if they keep a clean sheet.
I mean, you probably get like 2 players getting on bonus points.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'm telling you right now, do not go Regulion because...
No, I understand, I'm going
Regulion. No, because they've got Burnley. If they don't concede to Burnley, then they've got, what, Palace?
Actually, I honestly can't remember, but it doesn't matter.
Well, they've got Palace and Forest. Awini's going to score. Oh no, Brentford they've got. They've got Brentford and Wembley's going to score. It's stupid going Regulion.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a great time. It's going to pay off. I'm so set on what I'm doing.
Right, okay, well, you do it because, you know what? Don't take my advice because
just you wait.
I've not picked very well so far. But thanks so much for watching the video. If you can like the video, subscribe, and maybe share with a friend who likes watching two people in turmoil about fantasy football.
Spread the word. But then, and also just hate themselves.
Yeah, I do.
Every week, one of us is hating.
I despise myself right now. My decisions have been awful.
And it's great to watch.
Right, well, thank you so much for watching the video. We'll be back next week with 3. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.